Amazing Grace is a Yum toy from Jollibee. Yay! Hello, what's up guys? My name is Percy and I'm the Guinness World Record holder for the largest collection of fast food toys. Yeah, baby! And I'm here once again to tell you another amazing and stupendous and awe-inspiring Percy's fast food toy story. And so for today we have the very dapper Mr.Yum. Okay, I call him Mr.Yum because before, during the 80s, he was actually called Mr.Yum. But right now, since they sort of shortlisted the list of these mascots from Jollibee, I mean, they sort of semi-retired some of those mascots like Lady Moo, Miss Chicky, Champ, I think who else? Miko. Some of those wonderful, amazing mascots were sort of retired, and they really banked on the 5 remaining mascots like Mr.Yum, Popo, Hattie Spaghetti, Twirly, and Jollibee. And since that time, they sort of also tried to rejuvenate or made an overhaul, or what's that? How do you call that? They sort of made overhaul. I know the word. I sort of forgot the how do you call that? A makeover. So Mr.Yum turned into a more youthful and vibrant little boy. So they got rid of the Mr. Yum, and then they simply called him as Yum. Okay, nevertheless, since this toy was sort of given way back in the 80s, when he was still called Mr.Yum, this is how he looks like. He seemed like an adult with the tie there, the red tie, and then he also has this yellow polo shirt, which is very typical of dads, the working dads. Somehow that's what Mr.Yum is sort of portraying. He seemed like the more mature mascots from among the bunch. Okay, he's actually tidying up his necktie. Okay, and then for some unknown reason, he is wearing a blue jumpsuit. Okay, I remember when I was a kid, this is a thing way back then, and I used to have that. I think it even has this panel up here in the breast part, and I think it's Spooky the dog. Spooky the ghost, the counterpart of Casper, which was neatly embroidered in the front of my jumpsuit. I love that particular jumpsuit, and I was always wearing it to church and to school. Yeah, it was a really in thing to be wearing a jumpsuit way back then. That's the reason why they sort of adopted it to the outfit of Mr.Yum. And then he also has this amazing shiny tap dance shoes. Okay, as you can see below. And then the hat, it's like a bowler's cap, but with the design of a hamburger. Isn't it great? This is neat, and look at him, it's so friendly and so smiling. Okay, this is a great mascot, if I may do say so myself. And then you might have noticed that up there on top, this is not usually here because this is the usual outfit of Mr.Yum, but it has an antenna because this particular toy is actually was that a walkie-talkie? Yay! Isn't it great? Look at that. I'm sure that a lot of kids who have gotten this particular toy from Jollibee have had a great time playing with the walkie-talkie, the Mr.Yum. As you can see at the back, it says there Mr.Yum, and then you pull the tab here, and then you contact. It's like a cell phone. Okay, hello Jollibee. This is Mr.Yum, and would you like to come over and play? Okay, this is great. Look at that. All the buttons, which are typically found in your cell phone, are actually there, and then made in China exclusively for Jollibee food Foods Corporation. This is by far one of the finest toys that Jollibee has ever produced. I mean, right now, Jollibee is constantly coming up with all of these new toys portraying the different mascots. Yeah, and they're great. But then I'm hoping that in the future they will also come up with really enormous toys such as this one, and be able to bring joy to a lot of kids and to collectors also. And I would say this is just great, Mr. Yum. It's Mr. Yum. Okay, so I must say this is just an amazing grace. Okay, so once again guys, let's try to be thankful for all the amazing grace that come into our lives. Be they in the form of Mr. Yum walkie-talkie. I'm sure those kids should be very grateful to their parents for giving them a Mr. Yum walkie-talkie. Way back when I was a kid, I think the closest thing we had about walkie-talkies is the two cans with strings. And then it sort of works. It worked actually. We tried it and it did work. I mean, we were able to hear from a distance the person who's talking from one end of the canned telephone. Yeah. Okay, so let's be thankful for our childhood, those childhood memories, those playthings, those toys that we played that have enriched our memories of our childhood days. Okay. So basically, be thankful for every amazing grace that come into our lives, be they small or big, be they seemingly insignificant or the truly eventful ones, or just about every amazing grace that make our lives a lot more happy and jolly. So thank you guys for tuning in to Percy's Fast Food Toys, and I hope to see you again with our next one. So until then, I love you Sabado, pati buong linggo. Hintay ka lang Jollibee, andyan ako. Masaya buong pamilya at home sa Jollibee. Bye-bye!